patient that we were taking care of, she said she was going to give up. So at that point, she was really in excruciating pain. I said, Lord, if you would not take away the pain of this lady tonight, maybe you should actually take her home. I'm a medical missionary and been on missions for over 20 years. I remember back in 2022, while embarking on a particular mission, it was a snowy time, a winter time, and I got stuck in the snow. It was so bad that I had to call the cops to come help me out. When they got there, they said they couldn't help me. And all I could do was to play the song of God's servant and tongues of fire. And literally, I had a push. And that push actually moved me out of that snow stuck. And I started moving again.
Can we give Jesus a praise?
So, it's just to let you know there's a lot of power in the things that we neglect or we don't take very seriously. And a lot of that preservation went on throughout the year on this particular mission. But let me share a second one that happened very recently when I came on medical missions within the country here before I left and came back again. That was a few weeks ago. I had this particular patient who was under our care. There's a way we do it. I don't work within UCH, but we have an office there. We run it like a non-profit. So there we had this patient that we're taking care of. And when we say we're taking care of that patient, what that means is that we kind of pay the bills for this patient and we try to do as much help as we can do on the side. While this patient is a sickle cell patient. It got so bad with this patient's condition, especially her condition of pain, that she said she was going to give up. Some of the drugs that helped her in her pain couldn't be really given to her because she was getting really addicted. So because of that, they weighed the importance of trying to go on with the drug or stop the drug. So at that point, she was really in excruciating pain, and she said to me she was going to give up. At some point too, I started feeling it, like that's what doctors call transference. I started feeling it so much that I decided to pray about it. During the commanding day midnight prayer of that night, it was too late, obviously, it was already after 12 a.m. All I could do was go to the side of that word where we had this metal frame, and I held that frame and I prayed with all my heart. I said, Lord, if you would not take away the pain of this lady tonight, maybe you should actually take her home, because I can't even bear the pain she is bearing. And by the time I returned the next morning, I saw that she was relieved. And I was like, what happened to you? Did you have medications given to you? She said, no, nobody came for her, but she was there, no pain. At that moment, her pain was relieved.
Apparently, our brother was connected to command the midnight prayer. He couldn't get into the hospital, but he stood by the frame of one of the windows right there at the hospital while the prayers were on and interceding for the sister. The next morning, he called and he was told that the sister was totally relieved, and he's here to give God all the praise. Can we give Jesus the praise? Amen. Go ahead.
Agayolo, 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 agayolo.